A Hickson man called 911 when he says he heard metal cracking, and seconds later a deck gave way. It took with it dozens of people attending a birthday party at a local restaurant. Well, today is the first time we're hearing directly from an eyewitness to the collapse. He spoke with our Mary Frances Hoots, who continues our coverage. Mary Frances.
Well, Cindy, the man we spoke to was one of 4 to call 911. He was on a nearby dock when the collapse happened. He agreed to speak with us about what he saw, but asked us to not use his name or show his face. He says with so many people hurt, he didn't want to be the face of such a traumatic event.
It almost seemed like it was slow motion, where the middle of the deck was just collapsing underneath itself. And I mean, we had started running toward the deck before I think it had finished falling.
Just 20 yards away, about to board a friend's boat, this quick-thinking eyewitness heard cracking, turned, and watched the deck at Zoe's restaurant at Harbor Lights Marina collapse. 40 people were gathered to take a picture when it happened.
I knew that it was an emergency situation. I remember yelling, "Is there a doctor? Is there, a nurse?"
He and a group of friends ran to help how they could.
Tables, chairs, on top of people, and we just, started grabbing as much of those materials off of them as we could.
At the same time, people from inside the restaurant were trying to reach the injured people.
It was almost immediately they started bringing ice down because they almost knew, something's bad happened here.
In the middle of the chaos, he called 911.
They're barely conscious. They're pretty unresponsive now. Y'all get somebody now.
He says emergency crews were there in less than 5 minutes. The county attorney told us the deck was built without the proper permits. The owner of the property says the building has a certificate of occupancy from the county, leading him to believe the structure was approved when he purchased it. Now it's up to structural engineers to determine what happened and why. This man, who alerted first responders, was relieved to hear everyone survived.
Glad everybody is going to be okay.
We have reached out to the county attorney for more details on the certificate of occupancy and when the county issued it. The county also sent us documents saying the property was inspected in February of last year to install solar panels on the roof. No other inspection occurred that day. We're told attorneys are now involved, and they have hired inspectors to also search for a cause in the collapse. Live in the studio, Mary Frances Hooch, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.